season long as they make a play for March Madness. Right here on 1150 AM and 98.9 HD3, or listen online at GoHuskies.com. Find game information and programming updates at 1150kknw.com.
Good afternoon, Eric Ryder here with you on Alternative Talk, 1150 AM. Time now for a quick look at our weather outlook. Tonight, we've got fog developing, otherwise mostly clear with a low around 35 degrees. Mostly sunny again for our Wednesday with a high near 52, low around 38. Thursday, a mostly cloudy day expected with a high near 52, and a rainy night for Thursday.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of KKNW, its management, or other advertisers. This is Alternative Talk 1150.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Wonderful world it is. This is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show, and I am Skip.
I'm Sharon.
And we want to welcome you to one more edition of the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show.
Ooh, I feel like a newspaper.
Newspaper to get the teletype in the background going. Hey, we want to ask if you have questions or you want to know some more information about our topic today. Give us a call at 425-373-5527 or 888-298-5569.
Or if they just want to comment on something or tell us a good ghost story or something's gone on in their life that they think is paranormal.
Yes. And
I love stories like that.
We have a kind of a nice announcement we're going to make a little later on in the show today, too.
We do?
Yes. The idea you thought of.
I'm back. So, anyway, as you all know, we've been married 44 years. We're psychic mediums. We do private readings and parties, talking to the other side once a month. We put on at least, what'd you say, 13 to 16 events?
13 to 16 events every month.
Okay, all real, keeping it real and down to earth, and we don't believe in woo-woo or hype, and we're just professional.
We are professional, yes.
And reputable psychic mediums.
We've been professional for a long time. We've been, like Sharon said, we've been married 44 years. We work together as psychic and mediums.
Well, I got wrapped around my eye teeth. I couldn't see what I was saying.
Yep. And we do private readings for people. We do talking to the other side for people. We also do both of those things for groups.
We do.
And if you want to have us in your home for a small group, or whether it's a corporate event or something else, we can be your entertainment, and you can contact us and find out more about our events at psychicspectrum.com. Very simple.
Yeah.
So now that we have said all that.
And it would be nice if they just left a comment on that page. Said hi.
Oh, sure. Say hi. Tell us a topic you want us to talk about.
Or a person.
Yeah,
you want us to interview?
Sure. We can do that.
But it's open lines today.
And
I love open lines.
Yes. So let's give the numbers one more time.
Okay.
425-373-5527 if you want to know our psychic hit on something, or you...
Did we give them already? Because you said one more time, and I didn't hear the first time.
I did.
Oh.
But one more time, 425-373-5527 and 888-298-5569. I want to say hello to
I was going to say, we got to say hi to Charles.
And Charles in Texas.
Okay.
And
Nettie.
Nettie, and there was somebody else we were
Jean
going to
Ellen
say hi to.
said, I like you, I love you.
And there was somebody else that was back east.
Patty Merrifield, we'd like to say hi to her and hope she's feeling good.
Yeah. Anyhow, it's about that time of the week for something that's kind of a weekly thing that we do here. So I'm going to have Eric take it away.
It's Sharon's Joke of the Week.
I love that. Okay, this is real short and sweet, guys. Eric, I've always wanted
Just like me.
Huh? I love this boy. I wish you could see him. He's so damn cute. Anyway, I've always wanted to look for my missing watch, but I could just never find the time.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. I got another short one.
Make it short.
Okay. I found out my toaster is not waterproof, and I was shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I quit.
Okay. Yeah, for this week.
Yeah, for this week.
All right. Hey, guys, you can hear our show twice a week. We're on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock and Saturdays at 12 noon here on 1150 AM KKNW. And you know the best part is if you have a question, but you can't call in live on Tuesdays, send us a question on our website. Go to psychicspectrum.com, the Contact Us page, and send us your question. And I'm going to answer a couple of questions today that we got via the email that we said we'd go ahead and answer them online. But you can listen to us live on 1150amkknw.com. You can watch us in the studio and listen to us at the same time on 1150kknw.com/listen. And we're also on digital radio at 98.9 Channel 3.
Well, we're spread thin.
We're spread all over the place.
We're all over the place.
That's right.
Hey,
So
which is really cool.
don't forget, let us know if you have topics you want to hear us talk about or people you want to hear from.
We're always interested in brand new info.
Yeah.
And people to interview.
We're working on some really good guests for the near future here that we're going to bring on and talk about some topics that'll just kind of blow you away. But in the meantime, I think we need to pause here and take a break.
Why are you talking so slow?
Because actually, while I was trying to read the schedule and look up at the clock, I had to pause and talk slow.
Oh.
So I can only do one thing at a time. I'm not a multifaceted person.
Oh.
So anyhow, let's just hear.
Good thing he's not chewing gum as well, right?
Let's hear
That's why I don't give them gum.
Let's hear from Ginger's Pet Rescue, our sponsor of our radio show. We'll be right back on KKNW, 1150 AM.
They're really saying I love you.
Ginger's Pet Rescue is one of the largest nonprofit pet rescue organizations in Washington state, specializing in saving death row dogs. As of this airing, Ginger's Pet Rescue has saved well over 17,000 dogs. Go to the website and find an adoption event near you. You can also volunteer to help at events, or you can foster a dog until they can be adopted. Ginger's Pet Rescue is a 501c3 nonprofit organization and accepts your tax-deductible donations. The website again is gingerspetrescue.org.
Alternative Talk 1150.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Okay. You know what time it is. Go for it, Eric. Isn't it time? Is it time? I don't know. I could be wrong.
It's time.
Oh,
it's
that's what I
beyond
thought.
time.
It's beyond time.
Are you talking about
Here
this?
we go.
Yes.
Okay, fans. It's time for the horse race. We are in Santa Anita, California, and we're looking for the race of the third horse and the fifth race, and here we go. They're all getting in the gate right now. You can just see them. They got Crazy Legs Jackson in the stall. They got Bumblebee. They've got Leather Jacket. And then coming up fourth is Who Cares? So they're getting ready to let them go. As soon as we hear the bell, they're off! They're off, and they're running, and here it goes. We got Leather Jacket, Crazy Legs Jackson, and Bumblebee, and who's bringing up the rear? Who cares? So, here we go. We got Leather Jacket, Bumblebee coming up. Crazy Legs is making an inward pull for the inside lane. I don't know how he's going to make it, but we'll give him a shot. So they're coming around the first turn. Everyone gets dying over here. We're coming around the first turn, and it's Leather Jacket, Crazy Legs Jackson, Bumblebee, and Who Cares bringing up the rear. So they're coming around the second turn. Uh-oh, looks like the old DJ, or what do we call that guy, disc jockey, is whispering something in Who Cares' ear, and it looks like he's been hit by lightning. And what do you know? There's Leather Jacket, Crazy Legs Jackson, and Bumblebee, and up comes Who Cares? He's coming on the outside. He's going around Bumblebee. He's going around Crazy Legs Jackson. The third curve. They're coming into the stretch, and it's Leather Jacket and Who Cares? It's head-to-head. Who do you think won? It's a photo finish, people. Who Cares? Won.
God. 44 years, and I've never heard that from you.
Who cares?
Where did this come from? Your dad would be proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my gosh. Where do we go with that?
Probably to the garbage can, I would think. It's pretty, I just, I don't know. I was awake at 2 a.m, and that was going through my head, and I said, I got to get it out of my head. So anyway, moving right along, I want to thank Sharon James, our call screener. Thank you for being there and taking our calls first, Sharon. You're the first one that they talked to on this beautiful show. And thank you, Eric Ryder, for putting up with me and doing all the sound effects to make me sound legit. That was cool, was it not?
Actually, I thought that sound, if I was listening, I turned around so I didn't see you. I was laughing, and I was shaking my head, but as if I was envisioning myself as somebody sitting in my car listening to this and thinking, that's good sound effects, good timing.
It was as if we were transported to Emerald Downs.
I'll tell you.
I could see,
I'll tell you.
I could literally see hooves and dirt flying. as
I
they
think
were running.
Sharon's got a second career ahead of her if she wants it.
How soon can I get her into that?
Oh, shoot. I just have too much fun, that's all. Thank you for letting me have fun, Eric.
I like that you dress the part, the red coat with the tails and
Hey,
the white trousers
Thank
and
you.
the
Well,
black Wellingtons.
yeah, I couldn't find the hat. But the bugle was good, wasn't it?
Well, the hat would have just messed up your
Well,
hair,
it
so,
would have.
yeah.
Yeah.
I took the damn
Yeah.
whip away from her.
Yeah. I practiced a week on that bugle.
Yeah.
I did. It was
job.
good. Thank you so much.
All right. Let's
Anyway,
move
let's
along.
move on to the fundraiser.
Yeah.
Jennifer's got a fundraiser coming up, and believe me, people, I know we're going to hug. We're going to tug at your heartstrings, but you gotta listen to this and just give from the heart for these beautiful, beautiful dogs that are being saved.
All right. Sharon and I are inviting you to have some fun with us. Help out our favorite charity and a nonprofit organization. It's called Ginger's Pet Rescue. To date, they have saved over 17,000 death row dogs. Literally over 17,000.
And literally death row.
Yes.
Some
Yeah.
are-
There's no exaggeration there.
Seriously, there was one dog in Thailand being taken into the restaurant to be killed, and they bought it.
It already had. I don't want to get graphic on the air here, but one of the legs was already chopped off.
Yeah, but
They
they
brought
bought
that
it,
dog over and they
and the
took care of
baby
it.
is alive
and
now and
she's
happy.
adopted out and she has a fun family.
Yep.
But on February 16th, it's a Saturday night, Ginger's Pet Rescue is conducting their annual fundraiser event. This event's going to be on the shores of Lake Union at a 5-star restaurant called the China Grove. You will be treated to a 9-course dinner and dessert, and included is your choice of a glass of beer or a glass of wine.
That's going to make you stuffed.
Now,
9 courses. I never had a 9-course dinner.
and dessert.
Oh, that would be a 10-course dinner.
Well, I guess maybe that's included in the
It
9.
probably is, yeah.
But it's a 9-course dinner. So what we're going to do is, if you would like to attend, it is all tax deductible. You do not have to spend any money at the place, but you need to buy a ticket. The ticket is $80. It funds the Ginger's Pet Rescue organization for the year. And
they're also having auctions.
Also, the adoption events that she does every weekend funds the rest of the year too.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to have auctions, live auctions, silent auctions, and it's fun. And it's about a 2 to 3 hour event, and we've gone to several of them already in the past.
Yeah.
And we have a table with 10 people at it.
Well,
and if
it
you would
seats
like
10
to come
people.
and sit with us, laugh, talk, save some dogs' lives, and get them adopted, and go to gingerspetrescue.org, look at the event, sign up, purchase your ticket, and get yourself at the table with us.
Yeah,
And
that would be fun.
once you do
would be
that,
fun.
purchase your ticket. Just let us know that you're going to be sitting with us. Go to our website at psychicspectrum.com and tell us. We will make sure that you're seated with us. We'll have some fun, and who knows? You might even be interested in one of the items being. I can't
Items?
talk. I got my teeth wrapped up. I can't see what I'm saying. You might get one of the items listed as that you can.
We got to
purchase.
quit drinking before we do this show.
I was just going to say, you were sounding so professional.
Professional. No.
Or maybe we ought to start drinking before we do this show. I don't know.
So if you want to attend a 9-course dinner at a 5-star restaurant, the China Grove on the shores of Lake Union, February 16th on Saturday night. It's coming up soon. Get your tickets, and you'll be able to sit at our table with us.
And you know what the best thing about February 16th is?
Mm-mm.
6 days before my birthday.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true. But
I
again,
celebrate it every year.
tickets are $80 a person. It's tax deductible. And
it's going to warm your heartstrings that you helped.
Oh, it will. And they'll actually have some of the
baby.
dogs there. And you can go online to their website at gingerspetrescue.org and check out the dogs that are available for adoption. We have a dog from the Pet Rescue.
Yes, we do.
One of our 2 dogs. And you can help someone find their next best friend.
We ought to put a picture of that on the website, little Bambi. He's so dog. She's such a good dog.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. But anyway, think about it. Go there and check it out. And, like I say, it's tax deductible. It'll warm your heartstrings, and it's just a fun event.
Yes. It is. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do.
So, let's go on. How about you, before we go to another break, why don't you tell people what you wanted to talk about today?
Well, because last week I said I was going to talk about cutting cords. And then as I was sitting there going to the horse races, I thought to myself, well, now that might be a little hard to do on the air because I don't have a visual. Some I do if they're looking on the internet, but the visual of how to do this. So I think I'm just going to verbally put it out there, and hopefully they'll understand it. If not, they can text me or contact us through the webpage, and I can explain it further. But this is something that I do quite often, and the way we are sounding right now, maybe I better do it again real quick. But every so often, I cut the cords that are attached to me. Now, I know that sounds really crazy, but when you're walking through the mall or you're around people or people come into your home or whatever, friends, family, enemies, they all attach a cord. If you can visualize an old-time phone company switch booth, what, dear?
I'll just say we only have 1 minute left.
I mean, if the cords they used to stick in to make the phone calls, the cord, that's kind of what happens to your body. The people take a cord from them and they stick it into you, and then you have a connection.
Energetically,
yes.
So when you walk by someone, you can kind of form a connection with them.
Yes. And that's how, as we call psychic vampires, sometimes they will connect a cord, and then all of a sudden when you're done shopping or have passed by a group of people or whatever, you just feel really tired. It's because they sucked your energy through that cord.
So you're saying that you're going to show them how to cut those cords.
Well, I'm going to tell them.
How to, you're going to tell them, you're going to explain it, but how to cut those cords, how to get rid of the energies that have kind of making you feel a little yucky or that are hanging on or around. Yeah,
or people that you really don't need in your life anymore, so you can just cut the cord.
All right, so let's do this. Let's take our break. Okay. We'll be right back. You're going to tell people how to cut cords, energetic cords from them, and cleanse the energies about themselves and make their energies their own. So this is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show at 1150 AM KKNW, and we will be back in just a moment.
They're really saying I love you.
The Psychic Showcase is a weekly event that Sharon and Skip have been doing for 8 years in Fife at the Poodle Dog Restaurant. It's called the Psychic Showcase because we showcase some of the most talented speakers, readers, astrologers, and palmists on the West Coast. This is a weekly event, and it's every Wednesday evening. Come in early and get a psychic reading, an astrology reading, or a palmistry reading, or more from one of the most highly professional readers on our panel. You can order from the menu and have dinner and desserts before or during the event. The doors open at 5:30 p.m. for readings, and the program starts at 7. Admission is just $5 per person, and everyone who attends gets a free psychometry reading from someone on the panel. For more information on this and our other events, go to our website at psychicspectrum.com.
Multicultural, multidimensional even. Alternative Talk 1150.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
What a wonderful world.
It truly is.
And you can make your world a little more, what segue? Listen to this. You can make your world a little more wonderful by following along with what Sharon's going to explain today. And
Oh, my Lord.
that is cutting cords or energetically removing that energy that people who either come in contact with you or hang around you or are near you kind of attach or leave their energy dust on you, and it kind of settles and you
Energy
feel it.
dust? That was a
Yeah.
good one. Okay.
You know, I want to give
Okay.
our phone numbers for people
Yes,
to
please
call in.
do.
If you have questions about this, it's 425-373-5527. If you want to call toll free, it's 888-298-5569.
It's also January still, and if people want to know what their life path or their personal year number is for the year, I'll be glad to do that too.
Oh, yeah, numerology.
Yeah,
That's
so,
cool.
I mean, I've been offering that all month, and I think it's still January. It's still fresh.
So before we get into this subject, I have a question.
Okay.
I want to know, so what we're saying is people out there listening to us
Mm-hmm.
who feel like they just have energies about them, that they don't know what's going on, they feel something different, or they want to have their energies cleansed or the cords cut
Or
from
free.
other people,
I always call it freed up.
freed up. Okay, that's good.
I mean, I feel like I'm freeing myself.
Okay, so once again, before you start, the numbers are 425-373-5527 or 888-298-5569. Call in, or even if you have a question you just want a psychic hit on, we're open to any kind of calls today. It's open lines.
Or just say hi.
Or just say hi. So go ahead and explain now. What is cutting cords?
Okay. Cutting cords. I do this whenever I'm feeling really kind of depressed or the energy's heavy or I've been around a group of people that have left me feeling kind of blah. So all I do, you can do it by yourself or you can have another person do it for you, but you have to stand in an open area like in the middle of your living room or wherever, facing north. Don't ask me why north, but it has to be north. I've never understood that myself, but it works. So you face north. While you're facing north, you can either visualize a pair of scissors, a big pair of scissors, or I like to use a nice long silver sword, and I make it ornate. I put rubies down my handle because I just like cool things like that. But you can use whatever you want to cut these cords, and you're going to, in your mind, see these cords all attached on your back, on your front, on your sides, and you're going to, in your mind, cut the cords. You're either going to cut them with those big scissors or use a sword or a knife, whatever you want to use, figuratively, not literally. And you're going to start on your right side and go from the top of your head down to your feet, go in front of you and go from the top of your head down to your feet. Same on the left, same on your back. When you've done that, you go underneath your feet. You are cutting the cord that's grounding you. So what I want you to do when you do that is to imagine a rope tied around your ankles, and it goes down to the center of the earth and ties around a rock so that you're grounded. Never cut the cord above your head. That is the one that connects you to spirit, and you never, ever want to do that. When you have finished that process, you should start to feel lighter and happier, and your energy should be better. Now, after you've done that, because you've cut the cords that are connecting you and your family, you and your friends, people you want to keep in your life, you might find that all of a sudden they might start calling you for no reason because they're going to feel that disconnect. And it's up to you to figure out whether you want to reconnect the cord. So if you want to reconnect, you answer the phone, or you can call them and talk to them so the cord is connected, depending on how you want to do it. The negative energies will try to come back too because they will feel the disconnect, and then it'll be totally up to you to how you handle that, whether you let them back in your life or you don't. Even if a negative energy does get back in and connects with you, you can just cut the cord again whenever you feel like you need to. So having said that, you should now feel at least lighter. You should feel like you're freer. And like I say, just make sure you connect back with the people that you want to keep in your life, or you'll see where they will actually start calling you just to say hi. As far as, what did you say, Elsa, I was going to do, Skip? Clear the energy? Is that what you said I was going to do?
Show them how to cut the cords.
I did.
But also how to keep them from reconnecting or reconnecting and reconnecting to the people they don't really want to lose.
Well, I think I just went over that, but you can, and it's very important that before you go into anywhere, whether it be a mall, a bowling alley, a lounge, a group of people, a Christmas party, whenever you're going to go somewhere that's not at your house, you want to put yourself in the white light. Always put yourself in the white light, because that'll keep negative energies from connecting back. And if some do slip through, like if you go and you forget to do that and some slips through, that's when you cut the cords. And it happens. But even when you're in your home and you think you're safe, I tell you that those negative cords have a way of just worming their way right in there. So at times you may have to cut them. I cut them like every 3 or 4 months, or unless I just really feel like I need to, if we've been to a expo or, to a large event or whatever. But it's kind of your own personal feeling of when you need to connect or disconnect.
Okay. Now, another thought on that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I go into an event,
Mm-hmm.
or the mall or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and someone, sometimes people they're just kind of connect with you naturally,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not that I don't like them, but it's like I don't like their energy kind of attaching or, imposing on mine. So how do I prevent that once I'm there?
Well, the
And
first
then
thing you should have
stop
done
it.
before you went in, you should have put yourself in the white light.
Mm-hmm.
That would have helped. You can also be aware of when you go by people or when people come around you and you start feeling really tired, that they're probably a psychic vampire and sucking your energy. And all you have to do then is just throw the white light through you. Imagine yourself walking into a column of white light and say, this energy is not mine, take it away. And then if that doesn't work or you don't feel quite right,
Mm-hmm.
then you would cut the cords.
Okay.
There's always a way out of it.
If this, let's say I didn't know anything about this, and let's say I walked into a place, this happened to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt this go on,
Mm-hmm.
and I wondered what it was. Then I realized later, after I'm gone and left and gone, how can I, as a non-metaphysical practitioner or whatever, just the average Joe or Mary walking around the street, how can I just naturally can I energetically try to just make this happen in me if I don't remember this technique?
What, the white light?
No, the cutting of the cords, the technique to cut the cords. What if I still don't understand it? What can I do? Other than contact us at psychicspectrum.com. But what can I do?
Well, I actually go around sometimes, and sometimes you don't even notice it until it just finally dawns on you. Wow, why am I feeling like this? And then you just cut the cords. I mean, that's the only thing I can tell you. You can do it in bed at night if you want, if you're facing north, and do it in bed. Cut you large pair of scissors and just cut the cords all around. But it's better if you're standing up.
So
I have heard of people doing it in bed.
Large pair of scissors in the mind's eye, right?
Yes, oh yeah, definitely. It's all figurative. Nothing's literal.
Because I'm not so sure I want you getting into bed with me with a large pair of scissors.
Yeah.
It would
well.
make me think twice. So, maybe even 3 times, okay?
Oh, shoot. No, but I mean, I have been guilty of having it happen to me and not realizing it at first.
And that's where I'm really going with this. Is sometimes, or a lot of times, people don't know it's even happened.
Yes.
Or is happening.
Yes.
And it's long after the fact that they realize that they need some kind of direction or help or whatever you want to call it to
Or just
facilitate
clear it.
this.
Yeah, just clear it.
So,
like after Christmas with your family, there may be some relatives there that you're just not really in tune with, and they've made a cord. So when you go home, you just cut the cords. You get rid of the negativity. That's what cutting the cords is all about. You just, like that, you called it a cord board? Is that what you called it?
the telephone company. It was a cord board.
Okay, so what you're literally doing is taking that cord and pulling it out of its, whatever you call those things that you're disconnecting. You're disconnecting the connection between you and that other person.
And if you want to reestablish that,
you just call them up and say, hi, what are you doing?
Yeah, and it's all symbolic. It's all energetic, and you actually have control in who does and doesn't connect with you, or
Well,
in cleaning up.
You
who's
have
connected
control
with
of who you keep around you as far as
Yes.
cords. You don't always have control of who attaches to you. So that's why you have to cut the cords and be aware of how you're feeling, because if you don't, you won't know that the cords are even there. So,
Yes, I agree.
yeah. But you're going to feel totally different. Totally different. And as long as you cut the cords and they fall down to the ground where there's nobody, you don't want them falling on somebody or falling onto a piece of furniture where, the energies could just be absorbed into the furniture. You don't want that because that's negative energy. You don't want that in the house.
No.
Yeah. And then you might have to clear the house. That's a whole nother topic, but you could have to clear the rooms and clear the house on the outside. And now that would be a total cleansing right there. It really would. If you cut the cords and made yourself free of all the negativity, then you cleared each room by cleansing it, and then you cleared the outside of the house by cleansing it, that would be a total redo. That probably wouldn't hurt.
So anybody can do this.
Yeah.
And anybody can do it help other people do it. Other people do it for them.
Yes, I have done it for other people.
And
as well as
I
on
know, lots of
myself.
times.
Yeah.
But
you should always put yourself in the white light before you do any of this stuff. White light is so critical. You don't want to mess around without the white light there to help you.
So the main thing is doing something. Trying to get people educated on this show, trying to give information that they can use for themselves. And it's so simple to do.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling down, you're feeling a little heavy sometimes, you feel a little like
that's
you're
just really one way to
constricted.
do it. That's only one way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even go wash your hands under cold water and use salt and wash them.
And
that'll take
visualize
negativity.
the energy going down
Yeah.
your arms into the sink
Yeah.
and down the drain.
Or when you're taking a shower, you could visualize stepping into a golden ray of light and letting all negativity run down the shower. But I find the cords work really, really well. Some things work better for one person than another, so you just got to really try them and see which one works best for you.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Makes lots of sense to me.
And then on Wednesday, I guess I'm showing the group how to cleanse a room and how to cleanse the outside of a house.
That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
At
So
our psychic showcase in Fife.
yes, in Fife. But I mean, that's too hard to explain here. You really need to see what I'm doing to
Yes.
understand that one.
And let's get that out
Okay.
because I want people to understand this. This is the psychic showcase every Wednesday evening in Fife at the Poodle Dog Restaurant. If you want more information on this, it's on our website at psychicspectrum.com. Just go to the schedule of events.
They got great food.
And yeah, you can have food before or during the program. But Sharon's going to be our speaker tomorrow night. She's going to talk about that again is what? Cleansing?
I'm going to show how to cleanse a room, every room in your house, as well as walking around the outside of your house and cleansing that.
And your property.
Well, yeah, if you want to go that far.
And
yeah,
you're going
property.
to give the actual demonstration of this.
If they will let me set something on fire.
Oh, we will. They will. We've done it there before, remember?
It includes fire, people.
But it's very controlled. And
yes, it's a controlled environment, yeah.
so you're going to show
Eric's
them
over
that.
there laughing. He can just see it now, the whole poodle dog going up flames.
You're going to show them that. You're going to give out some handouts that people can take back with them and read what they remember and see what
I
they
love how
remember.
you're telling me what all I'm going to do, but I guess I am going to do that. Okay.
Yeah, and
just gotta-
that way they can take it with them. But that's going to be tomorrow night.
Mhm.
So we have to stop to take a break here. But before we do, we had a call from one of our listeners, and her name is Ann. And Ann in Hawaii, we want to say hello to you. We miss you. And hopefully we'll be able to come and see you sometime in the
Aloha.
future here.
Yeah.
And so anyhow, thanks for calling in from Hawaii and saying hi. So let's take a break right now. It's a short break to tell people about our monthly event that we do. It's called Talking to the Other Side. You're listening to Alternative Talk Radio, 1150 AM KKNW, and this is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Join Sharon and Skip at their next Talking to the Other Side event. Sharon and I have held this event every month for over 18 years. This event happens on the first Saturday evening of every month. We meet in a group setting. We spend 3 full hours with the group, and we will use our psychic/medium abilities to take as many questions from you and provide answers as we can. Your questions can be about any topic, whether it's something you're facing or you need direction on. We will also talk with those who've passed on, providing one more time for you to communicate with them, showing that they are not really gone and that their connection has never left us. We make it fun, we keep it lively, and we keep it real and down to earth. You can order dinner or desserts from the menu before or during the program. Doors open at 5 p.m., and the event goes from 6 to 9 p.m. But you can come and go anytime you like during the program. This event has constantly been sold out, so remember to get there early and save your seat. The cost is only $20 per person, and remember that you have 2 psychic mediums to talk with for 3 full hours, as we make it a point to talk with every person attending. For more information on this and our other events, go to our website at psychicspectrum.com.
Need help getting started with self-help? You came to the right place. Alternative Talk 1150.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Today, Skip and I are talking with you and taking your calls. If any of you want to nimble your fingers up and push the buttons and call in, we are answering any psychic medium question that you have. You want to tell us a story about a paranormal event that you've experienced? I love those too. But you need to call these numbers, 425-373-5527 or toll-free 888-298-5569.
All right, I want to take a quick moment to answer an email that we got from Alice.
Okay.
And Alice wanted to know how she can be psychic, how she can use her psychic ability, how she can get her psychic on, I guess is the best way to say it. And I have to say this. Listen to our radio show. Listen to other radio shows. Be around people. You are your environment, and it really has to become a way of life. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to be psychic for the next 2 hours, and then it's gone. You have to develop it. You have to live it. You have to keep trying it. You have to keep experiencing things. But the main thing is, don't get lost in it all. Keep things real and down to earth. And I mean, you can take this psychic ability to a large spectrum of things, and really lose yourself in it.
Well, first, the metaphysical world is multifaceted.
Yes.
There's so many different areas of interest, and it depends on where your interest takes you to what kind of psychic you're going to be. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. And
so, I mean, it's hard to say, okay, do this, this, and this. You've got to open yourself up to reading materials, being, like you said, around different groups, staying open so you can see how the messages are coming to you, or what, the hits, the omens, signs, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's truly a learning curve.
Yes.
But at the same time, if you're born with it or you have a natural ability, it just comes to you. You just have to figure out how it comes to you and know that we all do the same thing, but we all do it different.
I'm gonna give an example of getting lost in trying to be psychic and trying to be the most metaphysical person you can be, which is nothing wrong in that. But it's the process or the way that some people end up doing it. And is
that wrong?
Yes.
That's the way that they do it.
Yeah, no, let me finish and you'll see.
You're coming in for a landing?
Yeah, I'm coming in for a landing here. We knew someone who has passed away now, but he inherited a large amount of money. He inherited a condo overlooking Lake Union. He inherited a real going concern of a bar/lounge restaurant thing, and started to get in the metaphysical to find himself. Ended up selling one piece of this, one piece of that, walking away from some of it, giving big chunks of money away, and ended up living in his car with his 3 dogs, penniless.
And his mother.
And his mother, and was a practitioner of medical things or medical things, metaphysical things. We won't say what because we
No.
don't want to give out all the information
No.
here. But he literally, he died from a heart attack. And he was penniless. Yeah, he might have been happy, but did he really have to live like that to be metaphysical?
He thought you had to be penniless
To be
be
spiritual.
metaphysical, to be spiritual.
Yes. And you
And
don't.
There are a lot of people who think like that, and bless them and let them go on their way. But we just don't happen to believe that way.
No.
And there's other people. It takes all kinds to make a world.
Well,
so
and if you want to quote Jesus, he said you'd
I can't quote him because
be fruitful, okay, and multiply. And Jesus wasn't penniless.
No.
Jesus' family had money.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this. They were boat builders. They were the largest boat builders in the Mediterranean. And
They were carpenters, weren't they?
carpenters, boat builders, yeah.
Oh,
And on top of that, Mary and Joseph were on their way to pay their taxes and do the census count. Well, if you had money over a certain amount, you were required to pay taxes. So trust me, they had money. You can read up on this. But anyhow, that's off subject. I want to go back to the subject. You don't have to be penniless to be spiritual. You don't have to be.
You don't have to live in a Taj Mahal either.
I guess one of the little magnets I have in the office, stuck on our file cabinet, I think, it says God wants.
How does that go?
Yeah, God wants spiritual fruit, not religious nuts.
Yeah, there you go.
And so keep it real, keep it down to earth. It's
And while you hit that topic, there's nothing wrong with the religious aspect of church either.
No.
I personally feel that the two go together. But
They do.
But it never seems to go that way.
well,
You either
not from our side.
No.
It goes that way from the other side.
yeah.
It's like all or nothing from that
But-
side, and that's not the way it
Yeah.
should be.
And I don't think you have to not go to church to be spiritual or go to church to be spiritual. I think you can do both.
And since we're quoting Jesus, all things
I'm
in
not quoting
moderation.
him, you are.
all things in moderation.
That's true.
So
That's true.
don't limit yourself, and don't change who you are.
No.
Just become who you're supposed to be.
Well, and be open to who you're supposed to be.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of it. Put yourself in the white light. Read the books. Talk to people.
Yep.
Go to events. Learn where your gift lies and make it strong.
Yes. I
That's
have
all
to.
you can do.
I have to update something for our listeners.
Update.
Yes, sir. Our Talking to the Other Side event. It's always on the first Saturday of the month. Always. It's been that way for the last 9 years, and it's always on the first Saturday except this month. Actually, except February.
Yeah,
Because
February. Yeah.
We will be out of town, and we won't be able to do it on that day.
On the 2nd.
So we are, which would be February 2nd. So we are moving it to February 9th, the second Saturday of the month.
For this month only.
Right, just this month only. So, and it's noted on the website at psychicspectrum.com, but it's called the Talking to the Other Side event. And you can see there where it's at. It's at the Poodle Dog in Fife. It's right off of I-5 next to the Emerald Queen Casino in Fife.
If you go by the Emerald Queen, say hi to my money.
Yeah, and 500 million other people. But anyhow, so this month only, it's going to be on the 9th of February.
Yeah.
So
At 6 o'clock.
yes,
Doors open about 4:35.
correct.
You can have dinner there too.
Or before and or during the
yeah,
event.
Yeah.
And
It's a fun time.
now we have to get into the announcement we talked about.
Okay.
So the announcement is this. It's not really an announcement, but it's an announcement.
Want me to get my bugle out?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you got an announcement sound there for me, Eric? Okay.
I practiced really hard on that. I'd like to play it more than once,
Yeah. Okay. Most of you or a lot of you know that Sharon and I, like I said, she said and I said before, we do 13 to 15, 16 events every month, including our radio show, live events,
We're tired.
places we're at. Yeah, we're tired.
We're
we need
tired.
a vacation. So one of the things that we do, in addition to all that, from time to time, we do a ghost hunt.
Pray tell me more.
The ghost hunt that we're going to do that's coming up. Now, is the date has not been set yet, but we're going to make an announcement of this now so you can start thinking about it. But we take groups of people with us. And
small
groups. Yeah. Well, we've had 70 people on some ghost hunts.
That's been a cemetery, though. This
Yes.
is not a I don't think we could get room and board for.
No,
70
this
people.
will be an overnight ghost hunt. It will be indoors, and it is something that you will go to experience the energies of the ghosts or the spirits, whatever you want to call them. And we're going to take a group with us. And we're going to have a little contest on the air to choose who we are going to take. And the contest will be over the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And
maybe the whole month of February.
yeah, that probably.
Because this is leap year, is it not? I think it's leap year.
I don't
That
know.
gives them one more day.
Where would we leap to?
I'm afraid to look at that. I don't want to go into the future that far.
It's a standard year.
Oh, is it a
Standard
standard
year?
year?
Yeah.
What happened to leap year?
I don't know.
It's next year.
Oh,
Yeah, it's next year.
well, scratch what I just said then, folks.
Unless you really want to leap forward to 2020.
No, I've done enough leaping in my lifetime. I don't.
Go
think
ahead,
I-
I'll catch up with you in 2020. But anyhow, the ghost hunt is coming up. We're going to have a little contest on air over a few weeks, and we're going to decide who is going to win and how we're going to pick those people. And the information is coming out, but it's an overnight ghost hunt, and we'll show you how to experience and how to connect and feel the energies there.
Is there going to be a cost?
There might be a slight cost. We'll have to figure that out.
Okay.
But we also take pictures. We have some really cool pictures from other ghost hunts. But you also take tape recorders, and we record voices. We hear things, hear the ghosts talking with us or talking back to us.
And if you'd ever get that ghost hunt finished, that what I'm making reference to, that would be a
Yes.
great thing that people could come and see
That
as a
is in the
live
works.
event.
That's
That would
in the works.
It's in the works.
Yes. So
Mhm.
look forward to that coming out, and it's going to be fun. It's like I said, it's overnight. It's interesting. We're going to stay overnight, and you'll have an actual place to sleep, and that kind of thing. And that's all we're going to say.
It could be fun. It
Yeah.
could be fun.
It's a lot of fun. What I like about it is getting new people and having them come in
And
and
experience
experience this, and watching the look on their face, the comments they make,
it. We like
and
old
those-
people too.
those kind of things. So, yeah, and
I'm an old person.
absolutely.
I'm getting older in about 30 days.
So it looks like we're getting close to our time, but we have a call coming in.
Oh, good. She
So-
limbered up her fingers.
Jane in Marysville, hello and welcome to the show. And what can we do for you today?
I wanted to know my numerology.
Ah, good. Good one.
Numerology.
Now, okay, let's start out by giving me your birth month, your birth date, and the year.
3758.
Okay, Sharon is adding
Okay, I'm
up
going
the
to do
numbers.
your life path, okay?
So,
That means what
Okay.
you came in to work on this whole life.
so give her a second to add these up. Okay.
Okay, you are a 6 life path. That means if I didn't know you and knowing you're a 6 life path, I would say you help a lot of people. You're a very social person. Most 6s are like teachers, social, what do they call them?
I don't know.
The people help people out in the social.
Assistants.
No.
Oh,
Anyway,
social butterfly.
people that are nurses, doctors, they're always in the helping field. Okay. So
social services.
Social services. Thank you. I could not think of the word services. So your whole life you came in to work on how to be helpful to other people as well as yourself. It's a balancing thing, and so you don't have to give all and get nothing, but you got to learn how to balance.
That means taking what you need when you need it, in addition to giving what other people need.
Yeah, because as a 6, you're more than inundated probably by people that want your help, and so it's great
Right.
to do that, but don't cut yourself short.
So what is she for this year? Her year.
Let's see. This is a 3-year. She's a 4. So your personal year is a 4. That means this whole year you're going to be working on things. Nothing's going to be given to you. You don't have a silver spoon in your mouth. You're going to work for everything that you get, but when you get done, you can look back and say, look what I built. So if you're starting a new career, you're going to work on it. If you're starting a new business, it's going to be work. Nothing's going to be given to you. If you're starting a new life, be ready to put what you got to have there, and you may have to work to get it, but you'll like it when it's all done.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
I have a question
Sounds
for
like
you.
I got it all cut out for me.
Well, all you have to do is take that first step.
Right.
And you can do it.
Mhm.
You can do it because
Yeah.
remember, even if you don't take that first step, you are putting out there and building what you're going to have for that whole year. So
Right.
you've got to think about what you want to see and be
What I
like
want.
at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You can do this.
Okay.
I have a question
know.
for you, Jane.
Uh-huh.
I know it says on our screen here that you live in Marysville, and I don't want to know exactly where, but what I want to ask you is, have you gone to the Angel of the Winds Casino lately? Because if not, this is coming up. You have a little bit of a lucky streak coming up. Have you? Do you go there?
I haven't been there lately. I've been there, but
Okay.
not.
I like the strawberry shortcake.
That's good.
I know this sounds crazy, but we're sitting here talking about numerology, and I'm getting 2, 2, 2, all these numbers of 2. So maybe you go on February 1st, which is Friday, or
not a
February
2.
February 2nd. It's
February
a 2
2nd.
month.
There you go.
It's 2 months.
But twos, or look for machines that have twos or two of things or whatever, and kind of play it on a hunch. Just remember the number 2. Because you have a little bit of a lucky streak, and don't bet the minimum. Move it up 1 or 2 notches.
Okay.
Because
But don't go broke.
no, she won't have
But
to
you see,
actually.
now here's like that lady asked the question, how do you become psychic? And we said, keep an open mind.
Mm-hmm.
With the number 2, it could be anything. It could be the second day of the month.
Yes.
It could be the 2nd of February. It could be February. It could be February 22nd, which is a hell of a great day, let me tell you, because that's my birthday. But
And I was going to say
it could be her and another person going. That would be 2.
It could be going 2 days in a row, but it's not.
No,
It's not.
No, that one doesn't feel right.
No.
But I mean, keep an open mind, and when you get that urge or that feeling, go for it.
You do have the lucky streak coming up around you, and
I don't think it's a time
if
either. I
you-
don't think it's 2:00.
no.
No.
If you haven't been yet, just remember the number 2, either going or going and what you see there. And I have to tell you this. One lady I told, go to a casino and remember the number red. Red's everywhere.
The number red?
Or the color red. It's red everywhere. And another lady listening said, that sounds interesting. She went to the casino and she remembered red and she won.
She went to the Red Wind.
Oh yeah, and it was the red
It was
wind.
a
You're
red-
right.
yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
So just remember the number 2, okay? And I didn't see it as TWO. I saw it as the number 2.
And you didn't see it as her winning that.
No.
Okay, so it happens on a 2. Okay, good job.
Okay, now
good luck.
Thank you
wait,
very much.
wait.
Oh, what?
This is weird. I have to say this.
Okay.
While you were just talking with her, I heard the word bank.
Bank.
She can make bank. She's sitting
Oh.
next to the bank, which is the cashier window, or by there. She
Oh.
can. I don't know. It could be on the
That's
machine.
why we
bank,
read together.
bank on the machine.
Yeah.
So
Isn't there some game that includes a bank?
got me.
God, I can't remember.
Find out.
All
Check
right.
it out.
Well,
Keep
have
your
fun.
mind open.
And thanks for calling, Jane.
Thanks, Jane.
Thank you.
Okay.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I hate to say this, people,
Oh,
but we're getting close to the end of our show. Very close.
Now I got to get back from the Santa Anita and come back home.
Yes, and we really want to express our appreciation to you, our listeners. And without you, we wouldn't have a reason to do our show or put on all the events we do each month.
No, we appreciate you so much.
And we do those things to make sure that people can learn, experience the metaphysical. And the reason we picked the name Psychic Spectrum is to teach the entire spectrum of the metaphysical world. And
On the white side.
On the white side. And let you experience and learn. Take these things, apply them to yourself, and better your lot in life or your things you're going through. Make them a little easier. Also, I forgot to mention, I want to say hi to Lou. He's
yes,
listening. So
hi,
out
Lou.
there in Milton.
Woo-hoo.
anyhow.
And thanks for letting me go to the racetrack today.
Yes.
I appreciated that.
Another thing is our show, again, is on Tuesdays at 1 and Saturdays at noon.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't hear us live, go to our website and use the Contact Us page to send us questions, anything you want, topics you would like to hear, that kind of thing.
You could even go there and say, you guys suck.
It's at psychicspectrum.com.
Well, they could. It's
Sure. Sure. I've never gotten one of those.
Never have. I hope we don't. I hope we never do, but you never know.
Yeah. And, I hope people understood the topic today about the cutting cords, the energy, and the effect it can have on you, how you can just simply do something symbolic of removing those or detaching them from yourself.
It takes the negativity off of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just makes...
you can do it whenever you want. Just put yourself in the white light first.
And from anywhere you want.
And remember, it's all done in your mind. You don't have an actual big pair of scissors or a sword or a knife. It's figuratively, not literally.
Yes.
So is it that time,
it's
Eric? Is
close
it
to that time.
I still got time to... Okay, I can still jack my jaws for a little longer.
So we've got the ghost hunt coming up. Look for details coming up in the coming weeks. For a chance for you to go on the ghost hunt.
Yes.
And next week, what?
We're going to be calling in from Chelan. What are you laughing at?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I could get in trouble if I said that on the air. We're going to do our show from Chelan, Washington.
I think that's what you said.
Yes, we're going to be coming all the way from Chelan.
If Eric will make the magic happen, I'm sure he will.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
We've got a great show planned.
I trust Eric. He's so darn good.
And the next week will be kind of fun for you.
Eric is kind of like a hairdresser.
Why?
A hairdresser can fix you so you look nice. He can fix us so we sound good.
Actually, he can make us look good, too, because he's got the cameras on us.
Well, he's got the camera. He ain't got nothing to do with our makeup and hair and all that stuff.
So, yeah, and by the way, those of you that don't know this...
Actually, I'm looking at the camera, and I don't think I look so good. But anyway.
You can watch us online while we do the show.
Yeah. Get yourself a cup of coffee, a donut, and sit down and be entertained. So, you know what this is? It's a wonderful world out there. We love you. Love you, Daddy.
Bye. Thanks for listening, you guys.
Bye.
See you next week.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of KKNW, its management, or other advertisers. Contests are the responsibility of the host of this program and not KKNW. This is Alternative Talk 1150 AM, KKNW Seattle, and KNUC 98.9 HD3 Seattle.
Good afternoon, Eric Ryder here with you on Alternative Talk 1150 AM. Time now for a quick look at our traffic. I-5 northbound at State Route 529, a collision blocking the left lane. We've got stop-and-go traffic between Everett and Marysville right now. Southbound I-5 from North Gateway right on down to about Mercer Street is slow. Find a little more hesitation around I-90 as well. 405 southbound congestion through Bellevue from 520 right on down to Coal Creek Parkway. Stay tuned to Alternative Talk 1150 AM Schmooze Radio with Rabbi Bogomilsky coming up in the 2 o'clock hour.
The top threats we face. Vegas